policy. It's an American for the past 5 years, pure as the air pricing electricity. Yeah, the gas and air pricing. Now, yeah,
all right, Ishmael, you come here.
a new policy.
Okay.
And the more beyond country, the new policy happening. Debbie. Obi Obekasa, he's not being truthful.
Yeah, a bit who say your answers and I say, Bibi or baby, person man for no ebehuno. This one says, look at how this gifted speaker is struggling to answer your questions. A number of messages now. And penny for power.
But you were here for 20 years. Send me the son himself, no credit, no woman, American.
Pepe.
And I may catch down the say, and no pay no meaning some beframe. And I mean, Mencani and the Lumden Ra. Into minim at the Kodia Poti in Tia. Baby, I must see a dunum canian by. Then I may yes say, Betty Adia Nasino. Yen who the causes I bet you did doom son about and can hear doom baba. Na Massa catcher also said, the minimum say generation there say a few on Quandi and you see what challenge.
Yeah.
My Fontias and Yadia BBS, I don't have any incentive to even hide anything from anybody. But the minimum say, we gas pipeline there. Na say Nigeria for the Omo country be suddenly Omo terminated supplier. Fuel should also be okay for now because if there's gas coming from Nigeria and not being so from Atwabo by any say fuel challenge. In TDS and Kania need to say you na say ebia there was a fault. Ebia suddenly gas Ghana gas in a challenge and I say Nigerian gas and Tumiapa gas and Madia. As far as generation is concerned, it's a problem.
Okay. Now, I know I say I don't pay. You can't even be saying betri.
Martin.
Yeah. So yeah, that's Ishmael Ejekum Hene, a executive director and the energy NGO kite and no Dean Komono. Ron Sylvester, sorry. Good morning. Oh, you are. Okay. Yeah, that's I don't pay. Say. So waji and so na pass alone so any right melaje kum hene enya adwene baby say we call him expert. Okay, pass lebia wa the old party be wasum de no ankantia ebia na sa na so tie ma me Polynive free ye also nyankopon enyo adom University of Ghana na weekend eniema enko ye Kasoa New Market. It was off around 8:34 p.m. Came back around 2 a.m. And this is a case. Nana Omanfm and a D-way by okay. Ernest Ewo Taifa Sarah Denchichre or this year his late father's funeral is slated for 26th of April 2025. Achim Ernest Taifa. Many Ernest a time no nyanso you drew on more. And this one says, happy birthday to my wife, Mr. Frank Edu. Around Frank Edu, good morning. Now, what to say? Happy birthday in advance. And call Enfama your wife, Nyankopon Emwa Nabibia Enye Kama, aka Independent, Mofrano Frank, Princess Janice Afe Ohene. On mo nyina esre onyankopon ahoden de ama wonum emame including my own Frank or say yen wishing a wife happy birthday in advance nyankopon tinanim emfa enkyere no na ne ono so hwehwe bia no entimi emrem 107.1 so ni ha Omanfm ye hwe de ubon krata ni munsem o messages kakra e wa ha nso mehwe na makinkan ade amamo sanso so na our reporter Isaac Ofori and so Eastern region or that one mobile ma wokra ne mame and so ase over the weekend one ma bebo anu nyina so or da onyankopon ase na wasre se obia obebo anu bia no nyame enhye wanem anya so to 7:30 to 11:30 pm omdum ne 7:30 yeso no 11:30 pm na just near Honso esi no no Mami esi Williams good morning wo de otri ye ebia na wo ho de na kanea e wo ho achim oda kwabuadi number 2 ni abrantie Kwaku Makada. Good morning. Condolences to the family of Mesara Akosuya Krama Nyako of Eburi Jankama Kwaku Makada and Edi we Edibaye. Now we so echo he says please kindly wish your Asante Achim Agogo sister na Jiman Boachi aka Ajingo of North Kanishi nearby you Afra Asante Achim Agogo. Happy birthday in advance. Your mom, siblings and the rest of the girls celebrate you. Ajingo Master P Ewo London Ena Ode we by Nana Ma Santua Kwako. Good morning. Boko dear. Now this one says happy birthday to Mr. Fred Adumako Nyame of Hope Presbyterian Church Sakomono Estate Accra. Family no Mr. and Mrs. Nyame of Presbyterian Church Lakeside Estate Ashalibuchi Accra one celebrate too. One must Nyankopon ho den so the amount. Na me mamunya nti yese ewiemu nsachire ho nsem no me de beba enra me ka kire mo se de ye mpoano no ene even Ashanti region Volta region part of Eastern ho nyina no ya de a ebeye conditioner enya de awia no ebeba na no pay nso menim se wo twen sen ene ho enema no ebisi akro me gidi se weda no maya na obusa se na ya ene sen na wiemu besi akro na wiemu yekusu very cloudy and opesa wo hwe wiemu nyina yekusu yen wompoano no ebe continue to say the enra and part of Cape Coast central region part of central region they call second takra de na ewiani bronkom be diafra Cape Coast crowd ye ka say ewiano amano hoso kakra sanso na second takra de tie but ye won kran ha sei no Lankwantana Madina me na crime ponano nyina no ebeye cloudy condition yen kan yen hye no so Ashanti region ebe partly cloudy condition wiemu hye no e 34 na yakaya hye no so wiemu hye no nisro bebre efa hofa Asante Achim Agogo e de ko kwaman e de ko mampon ene ne importamu nyina no ade a ene no wiane mronkom bedi afra e wo ho na eno so akaya hye no so wonom so e wo Volta part of our country Volta region also partly cloudy condition. By be a quiet enemy porno. Sunny condition is expected around 12. The Wiani Moron come no diafrano. Dumi no bremo, a Wiano ever back a crack and so Akai Ashen so. Ada clue for Monkai Namon Shannon so. Upper East, Upper West, Northern region, a hodie, a Wiano man musopa, and then a whole Yamushiano ye diasa and 39. Naturally, was ropa, Kaina, and on so Shannon so Koha. Kaya Shannon so one me London and hoye partly cloudy we are no mani muso kakra opie e London sisi na hwa bi hu se we are na yi no ho ya nia ye ta hu no se rainbow no bi hu se bi afa ho kama we mo hye no e wo adue no ene hoye but nya de we abebo bebre New York so e ho ye chance of rain condition expected around 6 a.m. enti New York for mon kan Shannon so time a mo sori muremu no anu ayade ansumunaye ewo ho chance of rain ye 250 na ye ka say de wiemu hye no ewo adue no ba ko na chese ne eho ye Johannesburg South Africa so nsumunaye wo ho cloudy condition na eho nso eye 17 wiemu hye no won me wo France ewo 23 wia bremu no ayade a wiane mronkom no ene bedi afra wonum nso a ewo Rome partly cloudy condition from 10 a.m. ekopim 1 p.m. na sunny condition at also from 1 p.m. the aircrow na no so maka ya hye no so na wiemu hye no wo soro e wo ho 21 na chese Europe sabre de ensuo no to ene awia no bo no nyina no yade a abafom enti wonu me wo ho no na chese nige eba eno no meba
the America our party must we need unity Korea se Korea ni party ni mo o di Jesus Christ crowd be DMPP anymore o win election. So the most important thing is we put everything that has gone wrong behind us and forge ahead with unity. Korea ni here. So lions, the way they behave, when they see an elephant, not elephants, no you be 5 bar, no matter form, I'm an elephant. But anytime an elephant to the back will be caught astray, those lions they gather in their numbers and they are able to kill the elephant. 18 when we are good hunters. And the meaning of that, and he said, they are united. So the service Mwapo etimi united, etimi defeat a giant elephant. Why not we human beings? The Niamesran say MPP and Tokao a deal we should put it behind us. We need a Korea. We need unity. And yes, we should forget it. He made a Niami preaching unity, a Korea. Then through this, we'll learn our mistakes. So now, going to the next election, the battlefront, we know how to approach it. Who are our preposition? Who are our pray there? You know, I was here to me who said, without a Korea, no, to me achieve goal. And I will continue to preach unity in the party. The last election, the way I conducted Prime Minister, I'm why, but it should be a lesson to us. Now, Obi can no vote, no, but Obi no vote. MY, we have to come together as one people, as one party. If we are united, MPP Humbaya Konobi, now yet me ending in 2028.
107.1 so ni high Omanfm. That's Honorable Kennedy Ohene Japan. Na yeneno edi nkomo one central for di nkomo ode nsemi edi etudwana samo be kaya enche ye kra na minority for eye central for nhie mu a ye kasai onipa odi animo ede ma omo no Reverend Intim Fojo na ode nsem bi tudwa Ghana hase ana wo kase plane bi abaye mai mu na ohwe ni yoye ene information ono no kra no a ade asa aeroplane no obedi nsem in fact information ono no kra no ene nsem a wo mate ne kire se cocaine ho bon sa plane no mu sanse wo hwe ba bia wo free a oba Ghana hase ene niam a yesi yi free mu no a quickly enra aban aba be yi sa asem na no ya kwaje ofosu a wo call the Jubilee House okasa edema mampani office no ababe yano na de ebinum busane se asemi esiye ewo airport yeah the Ghana Airport Company no na airport ne ekoso nyina no wo mo ehwe eba ne se na ban aso ye mom na ebabe yano ebra central for nhemu no course on quickly na mampani mahama ebe ye write up edit on Facebook say video bi atwam wo na nimu a wo hunu se Oran Team Fojo ascend off member of parliament ena okasa na nenkasa yimu no wode atudwa se cocaine bia bagana hase nti no yenhwe na yenhwehwem mampani ne ba be yi ano omra meboa ma yenhwe na yenhwehwem enura ohwe nkyiremu a filosofosu kwa kyede ba ye no a sabe uti asem no akosi a obusa ho se Sabranti ene the NDC ene mampani aso ye nim so omo nim se da so ewo the campaign mood a omo opposition a omo pe kwa bi so ama Ghana fo ate omo ase o ensem odi beto dwa no ogitum a enye yie na asem a enwanwan ne se ensem yenu na minority for no ye ho press conference de edi kan free buy and it's say sikasem ya money laundering.
Completely from the claims that he made. When he made that claim, he was only seeking to peddle falsehood in a bid to undermine the confidence that the people of Ghana have in this government. The truth is that 2 aircrafts with completely different purposes arrived in Ghana, and their arrival was perfectly legitimate, and they were here for very genuine reasons. The first one is an Antonov Flight 12BK with registration number CVK 7037. Now this flight essentially is a cargo plane which arrived on the 12th of March 2025. Now no plane arrives in Ghana without a landing permit. So this plane secured a landing permit with number GAF/TMAO/25/7863. Now the purpose for arriving in Ghana was what we call a technical stop. Essentially, this is a cargo flight that was destined for the European Union market. And European Union regulations dictate that some specific regulatory requirements be met before any plane of that sort can enter the EU. Now this plane originated from Luanda in Angola. It was loaded with oil drill equipment and lubricant oil which were contained in jerrycans. It was headed for the EU market. Now Luanda does not have the certification to carry out the sort of requirements that this plane had to meet before entering the EU market. Now the specific requirement is a scanning and screening RA3 procedure, which is a requirement to enter the European Union. Rwanda doesn't have it. The Swiss cargo facility at the Kodoka International Airport has that certification, and they can do that kind of scanning. Whilst here, it developed an engine blade fault. Its engine blade was damaged, and then it was also detected that there was severe oil leakage, which required immediate attention. For that reason, a replacement aircraft, URCEV, with registration number CVK 7007, was brought in to evacuate the cargo. The aircraft that was damaged remained here for 13 days. That is between 12 March and 25th March 2025. After it had been inspected by aviation security, officials of the Narcotic Control Commission, officials of National Security and National Intelligence Bureau, no contraband or unlawful commodities were found on the aircraft. Now the second aircraft in question is a Hawker 800 XP with registration number N823AM. Now this aircraft is operated by an organization called AirMed International, which is based in Birmingham, Alabama, in the United States of America. It operates as an air ambulance. Now, Air Medical International flights in Ghana are handled by Tropicana Airlines. Now, this plane landed in Ghana on 20th March from Gran Canaria, Las Palmas, Spain, having gone through Luanda in Angola. Now, it was also here for a technical stop, which is refueling and crew rest, which is perfectly legitimate activity. It was cleared to land in Ghana with clearance number GAF-TWXR252604 OFAA0297/25. Now, whilst it was landing in Ghana, it developed a tire burst and some difficulty with its landing gear, and therefore needed to remain here to be serviced. So another aircraft with registration number N864 arrived on 22nd March with ties and flight engineers from Luanda to replace the damaged ties of the aircraft. Now, once this was fixed, it departed the Kotoka International Airport on 25th March. The aircraft was once again inspected by officials of aviation security, officials of national security, officials of the National Intelligence Bureau, and NACOC, who made sure that it did not contain any unlawful substances, as alleged by Reverend Intim Fodio. So, in a nutshell, the claims of Intim Fodio are false. He cannot prove it. That is why he is running away from the investigative bodies. He is unable to provide any shred of evidence to back his claim. I urge you to be wary of a desperate NPP that believes that the best way to claw its way out of the humiliating defeat they suffered in December 2024 is to peddle these falsehoods under the guise of performing legislative oversight. Whilst we welcome legislative oversight and scrutiny and criticism of any sort aimed at ensuring that we improve upon governance, it is important to condemn this level of political obscurantism, which is
107.1. So any government spokesperson Felix Kwachi Ofosu and Nra or the explanation ebaye na Nra no yene Reverend Tim Fojo edi honkomo enche yede san komodie no so ebebro yene opani no ankasa nso ebekasa but de metumi aka kire ne se Reverend Tim Fojo kire se obie ni ho a wato nsafre no na so Ofosu Kwachi se ya invite na omfa adansi e kire se ya invite na no emfa emra especially invitation etisa no untimi mfa wano keke enye such an invitation emfa nkoma minority for no it has to be documented and this evidence e kire se ya krata e de abre no adena oye nchirechire mu no wo Facebook no wan fasa invitation letter no amfa anka na asamo ahomete na areho ne sese mutie Felix Ofosu Kwachi ya o pa kire se Kotoka International Airport no nei eho adane aeroplane place a eho na ye service car was it car planes no ye service plane was it baako ba no na oil leak baako kra de na ne tire pai na baako so chese ensam no ngunu na nwanwa se plane ahodo obodi ni nyina nso ni nyina ba ye se wo technical challenge na yen ha na eba be ye na ye ni ye plane so no so okan no so bia ni ho na ye passenger plane ho ye nwanwa papa Rantim for jo any the minority for no say plane na eba ye no de di kan plane ambulance Oro Ofosu Kwachi se enya ambulance na emom no cargo ana afa oil odidi nkomo a ebinu o kan se oil say oil na wo plane no na ye de ekosoro enti questions bebre wo ho no mu a ese so omanfo no ebusa na wo di wei ekototo ye ka say niam ahodo a eye container wo so wo chi no ewon kran ha se ya ye ni so te ye na container no ye hu de ne de se alaji bi na ne de a cocaine sem plane sem no cocaine sem bon ho container no cocaine sem e bon ho na wo keka ni nyina de bom na wo kohwe containers nso ese ayira wo porter na wo busa se ndisi aban yo mo ba ye ha de container yo mo bon ne ben na de na e koso enche ye de san komo no e de ebebro abusuafo no kure wom ne se ye nyina no obi an tighten the belt na de tighten your belt and say baby a Ghana nam say no enya kono enya nika enye na ya nyire ye ho a enni abosumi nsia ye de ensa ebehye enum enni abosumi nsia ye de ensa ebehye enum san say sika nanka empo wonom a wo mo koto treasure bill emfaso ana ban atwam no edema wo mo uye nyinam nkane a na ejina so enyo aban no akoye se batampa wo fie kwan a papa no befa so anya sika de ama maame no ya na torebo ho ne maame no dwene ho kakra maame na pone kakra enkwada na wo fie no de omo nima ne se aduane na ye ready afre wo mo ye gna Ghana fo nima ne se ye nkane ane gina so ensuo to a enum na mpota ma na ensuo to a na edum ana kwanse ni munye no papa no hye ye bo se mo ntwen kakra na me fa fikire ho aba ewi ase ya no ya se ya frɛ no dum siesie kane ana fe na gina so ye nyina ya dansefo enso to a ejina so ewiabo a ejina so 24/7 enne ba bia ye duro no ye hunu de nti NDC aban ahya ase peso de atete te se ebreganafo na sa anya koken esemu a na ye kane adundum anya kane adundum a na ye containers a eyira ehin ye nam sabri ora John Dramani Mahama ye to abade ma wo sebra na beboa e maganafo ho enhan wono ma na edi dokno nkomo ka se oh dokno no beba 1 cedi ne dokno no 10 cedis the senti na me no ora Canada o hena Japan adwene
the America our party no say we need unity Korea se Korea ni party ni mo o di Jesus Christ crowd be DMPP anymore on winning election. So the most important thing is we put everything that has gone wrong behind us and forge ahead with unity. Korea ni here. So here lions the way they behave. When they see an elephant, not elephants no ye be 5 bar, no matter form. I'm an elephant. But anytime an elephant go astray, those lions they gather in their numbers and they are able to kill the elephant. 18 we are good hunters. And the meaning of that, and he said they are united. So the service Mwapo etimi united. Etimi defeat a giant elephant. Why not we human beings? Kenya Mesrani say MPP and Tokwa we should put it behind us. We need a Korea. We need unity. And yes, we should forget it. He made a Yami preaching unity. A Korea. Then through this we'll learn our mistakes. So now going to the next election, the battlefront. We know how to approach it. Who are preposition? Who are pre? Here you know, there was here to me who said, without a Korea no deal, to me achieve goal. And I will continue to preach unity in the party. The last election, the way I conducted Prime Minister, I'm way, but it should be a lesson to us. Now, Obi can no vote, no vote. We have to come together as one people, as one party. If we are united, MPP Humbeya Konobi, now yet me in 2020.
Kennedy or Hena Japan. Zambara. Boko dear.
About not the Boko now, sir.
Mehoye, Mammy Toma dear back on Tunchi Herba capsules. Drop papa and memma de saw where no juma that could maybe a man on one to be in a diwa dance juma pa pepe any a co anywhere maybe a senior dance dinny co him if you say Barabas way was in an Ogia papa no come say or supply be and I'm saying Uba own can was Ima de sans what I elite into Wamano and this was I elite or by a quarter that as you say Minchano with a Mecassa Michano Obama Mario Matthew Mamoka and Chininim intimidate me see Mohammed Amecron on one at you and one was say young Quenim now I dare had been so on the also it's the same birthday to 16th of September. And on the hammer September for behavior, I mean, she don't who be anymore. Yeah, funny, I'm serious, pa. Yeah, serious. Now, sense and Peru, if I wouldn't say them be serious. And I'm a boy. What do you poetry name? Quabraquachi, young upon fan currency of Aquachi, oh, yes, serious. Only of Aquachi, near Juman. Ah, now say Manuel won him. Obo Jama wa.
Contonji links.
Yanko.
A member drew. I see a member. Mr. Coco so be sure. Me I didn't even saw him meaning what dance here. Macan here, my swab and made one dance in tea. And I may cause wedding one dance here. The amount say, but more dear Nanumbi. So, O Johnson wants them. One say, Bema, so member yeno be back for moi. Member ye and a mao ye bema. So member yeno be sasti, ako former pet. O Johnson will be who intentem. o Johnson won some ko ye pe na chese wan hwe yi no antu wana mo bia dachi wi ya no ebetime dunya in the moment abema de obo sa o Johnson some no ko ye pe bomodia shase na hwe eye tonchi heba for extra kwanene no omo de nani kasam ba ko mu ne se enti se dro bi aka ha no ba wonom na ejai no asan ba no asakọ no onum pe na no system na jim enti afi o ha no ehia wo na wo konom ya etu ase no unhia biom enti ma tonchi no aye oseye ya me kanfo se ema no ntonsho mo bag mu
ye fa ma me ma no
what did you wi o se an o se GB na no
me da se ma me nkoma ni me tu akoton fo mfre 0553 511159 0553 511159 Madina mobile phrase 0246 131475 0246 131475 enche yebekwa ahmano so ne ani owura Kosibu Afo, an economist, former chief executive the ma public sector reforms akwa kodin komo yebesan so ene MP praye so the honorable David Sopoku ansa enso edin komo yo package pa ewo ho sanso so ena papa Reverend Tim Fojo so ono so nkomo na ye ni din no anadwono ebe ma omanfo ate ewo aban yi ano ode aba efa plane na ebe lande ha se ya filosofu agise plane no na ne tire pai ne tire jo ena so be pompio ena o se na leaky oil ena ne landing gear no so na wonim se plane na obubodi ni nyina ebe service wo Ghana ha se nwanwa se ebia nso ni ho ana eye passenger plane ni nyina ye plane na otimi di niam shape so ultimate try cocaine, ultimate try money laundering. Now they eba o mayamu.
If you create of baby no no requirement obetim dia call land
obi. Yes, I saw bag. Also ko Europe. No only requirements no na your time mark no so na e dey fa he ko si Jesus oba ha say na ya man certification na what to me. E dey. Into ono awo 2 year no onim ba bia wo kro. Ele so so kwaje. Asem we dey. Me na be so say anadwuma na asem. Na just wo ko tomponi no anadwuma na asem.
Your terms bu wo kuma say we dey pantoma.
Okay, mama mfa eye enra enkomo aye ne orantim fojo edi no on boiling point say en opinion no edi to in fact philosophers who kwaje accuse no say oye trofo na ma obi anyini ni you see he say reverend minister eba saa na edi animonyam kese a onyankopon ahye no no ekra eba form quickly yensa kan no say en odi to dwafa semwa aban edi be to dwafa aircraft a ebesi Kotoka International Airport minority for allege say cocaine honsem any money laundering honsem ebonsa airport no ebonsa aircraft no nti aban ehwehwem no say eno owura ntim fojo edituja
obi kan nya no kwe obi anton san frame na akwati fosu oyo trofo obi kan no ensem o de betuja no obi kan o de kan ye kra no eye atrosam o klemu say aton san frame na me jane na eye ntro. Nobody has invited me. So I was a letter of invitation. I had one child function in Facebook. I didn't work as an when you have function. This is a copy of invitation. Security agent German team for you are Uganda. He is a big liar. And it's a Nippon opening comments and a cry I and try. Then deal the woman as OG. I'm a fan. Meanwhile, Abraham issue a press conference. Yeah, minority. One penny Mahama a pusu no because of money Bonia or my in the pusu no Oma directive on Facebook. That directive Nick Rampo no DDBN say Omonye investigation yadi. So kaya dia nanka as yasa ma womu say Oma investigation. Nank womu enko kata umuko kini womu sika semneswa. Thank you so much. You should have rather issued a press release and answer so letter directly. They come out more directive. Yeah, whom be biasa. Minimum and a mature letter. But the request is on the joint briefing, National Security, BNI, and NID, Police CID, and narcotics control. One joint briefing, a joint briefing anymore. Information be a me warfare, no. Maybe I'm a collaborative near to near who be a cocaine, I won't see, and I won't. They be a good, I won't ready, you know, I won't. But at the property are placed me no suspicious. If you are man on a buy, and also at the property there, no, then we go to the bottom of it. But NDC a majority, no, and 10 NMPs, no, actual letter they call block or joint briefing, no. So more crime as our joint briefing, now one be my crime, just be they are returning back from recess, which will be somewhere next month. So no more quite cry. Then the block course. I'm going to let James Agaka sign a majority sign. As it is also then and what are they hiding? One more signs. I'll let another block code the joint meeting. To the main matter letter. At the request is a moment and collaborating. Mono. Now block what? Why not my invitation? So that one is a lie. I told me, you know, made it sound some way to just a plain, you know, suspicious. Every Grand Canary about the drew her pet. Now in India, only buy any the only call because about cry ambulance. Ambulance was Yari Fubianing. No, I really have 5 days. Was sent to him to accord the TRC. Omanfm was a metuja. Oman Casa and Yanokre. All the Yanokre fabrication. Yeah. Meaning Asubia. And I feel me for a plane number at the mouth. A board the exact date only buy. And the exact time on the coy. The book Bobby, I feel a Pussy Mahama, or our better of Facebook. When was the last time a press conference be a Pussy Mahama, better of Facebook? And you know, you see, whatever they are hiding, we will not allow them to hide it. Anyone won't almost send a question playing the man. I'll submit details, name my woman who said no. We know what we are talking about. And when we try to say no planes need nearby. Okay, a buyer, they would be a buyer. Quite careful to say, ambulance, no, and they phobia and they buy it. And they buy the habit. Also oil. No, obey maintenance. They gonna bear maintenance up for planes. One time may have a workshop and walk to car honor. Amount for German on it, a very fair woman plane. Now, no, baby. It's the eye for one of them. What is they call baby? The best say, see, Hano. Hospital van on the Quatoy for 5 days. Now, I'm a fan. Mr. Bissase, the other plane now say, maybe oil. One airplane now, a fly, a combustible Spain. Combustibles. Oil like inflammable. A jet to me to me. So beside the light a crown, you find my man find wait you say the whole jet ABC Hana, petrol, new oil, combustibles, and the draining parts, and the womb. Now after say the crowd can expose and shed and say, or say, now Omufri Angola, Momoba Besianco Europe, Nana Omuni certificate to enter Europe. Hey, then Nano Mukra and Untino M1 to Europe. Certificate to enter Europe. Only need you. What you play every Angola, say we call Europe. Ghana no be there. How do you issue certificate for Europe now? And you know what is the status of the plane? And you know, quite sure for so fake. And you're qualified to enter Europe. I just of the far Ghana answer. Then over there or Ghana, now man, I qualified to go to Europe. And you know they should give us a break. Sir, and some more can have it almost a bit see Hano and an entire pie. A plane about basic from Takrano. It's the one a tap pie. You have to join a tap pie. It's really cure on the blade and they cry and fought. Hey, I'm woman in Abbey place meaning Abbey Mugana the same time. And woman in a hotel 25th March. About hotel no 1 a.m. I'm came 2 years. Now balcons on a pastor's 40 also 2 years. I call the same Gran Canaria. So what is the connection with the two? What is the connection with the two flights? We can also call the same location. Gran Canaria and yet a group is London, and now say America, and now say Paris, and now South Africa, now Ethiopia. The Becca say frequent destination for air flights in Tino. The city is a year one say cargo bako and ambulance bako a bit too dakro. We now say in March. We now repair the same time. And we have to call at the same time. So they should take somewhere else. So they are cracking to our practice as a movie more. Or
107.1 so the Reverend in Team Fojo and Nra on boiling point. And then the Kasayamon on so the Nefa will Nimfania across one ho by na enche be kwa man so said the kan but container and who asem in Sempera. The Atiane say, Zampera, contain and who are seminal. The Atiane say, as I say, ye ma quime or manfua. Now one more area muho. Sa ye pique de fahano, needing comocacra. I don't crow for information, so crow for information. Information, grow, information, Sabeja, and ya grow. Reverend Team for General can say.
next week he say dim go drop
o say nsem o de ba betu dwa no agi se mu dwane Palladium Properties wonom eton sase na no kure wom ne se asase de wo to akoto asase amanso bia eni ho wonom wo bi ododo wa waterworks mo amonim dodo wa waterworks ekwan no ho no wo mo nsase wo ho dodo wa odumse ehon so omo wo asase wo ho aburi pukrom obenya asase ewo Palladium Properties for ho Sha Hills nsase gu ho bebra efo na ni ka sem ne se sansase ebi eye 20,000 utua 5,000 nsempera ye ma 1 full year 20,000 utua 5,000 ye ma 1 full year now the tuya 70 by 100 plot aye de e ma no do be ko site and so every 2 weeks free na wa kwa kohwe se de ho esiti enfa wo mo nye campaign ke 20 wo mo ene financial institution bi aka bo mu a wo mo bo Omanfm ama ufia waye wadwen se upese usi watumi asi ufia usi a wantumi anwie watumi awie o project bi a wo ya wantumi nwie no watumi awie na wo mo kire se financial institution so we ma 20 years for you to pay na je se no so eye ni ka sempa na de na branch ya akoji ma na me no de zembera ma unzo akwaji bibi se kura no oba ya nje so kom de na adwuma kura ye na adwe ya dia me kom do no oba ya munyane ne ntemu na o adwuma ye Palladium Properties 7 kanjiro say architectural drawings ahodo a opesa oye o quantity survey omo beboa wo ama watumi aye o mapping efa odan ho registration asase registration Vanya no nko a wawie dan no kra CCTV cameras fence wall installation electric fence wall installation omo be ni nyina de ama eniema hodo nso efa car ho titru battery original battery so omo de aba ene ne yakeka ho bebre no ano omo eye I can recommend for you say ofra unu ho da say woni Palladium Properties edin komo 0243 354 100 0243 354 100 and 0551 499 919 0551 499 919 Palladium Properties and I know more edin komo Lanzaret Logistics one more ede organic juice abedwaso pomegranate organic juice na nipadua ye wo hoi ono nso wo ne niema hodo a wo pa ebema organs ni nyina ye o madwuma kopem so mbe ye o madwuma bewie nipa nhye dangu keke bat ekwan ye fa so hwe ye ho no na ye nhwe ye ho yie wo mo seeds ahodo tse flax seed sunflower seed pumpkin seed san seed nyina no o maka bom ne ya presse na ye nya milk ye cold milk seeds e de afrim I can tell you ye de keke apart from ne de no ahoden e be de mema so you have no idea my cholesterol no are regulating kama when energy level akosro na o muscles a eno na de okoba nyina nso so I maintain no ama immune system no as original ho say giant Madina enen kran ha be bia pese yemfa bi mre no ye de brewa ne yete ne se ade a delivery no free tema for Little George Health Shop okohwa tema ebi ewo ho Caucus Life Organic Shop Madina Old Malcolm Polytank Road no ne Big Mosque no na ehwe ani mu ho nso okwa onsabe ka bi wo ya Madina ha ya Madina for mfre 0240 919 418 0240 919 418 to akoton for be 0539 982 593 0539 982 593 afi production ye krado na yenko ye call sa aka no eho na orantim fojo edie ene container afi ne ba container no asem no eso
now say man for information
microphone information pa so microphone information koi wanim kakra meba
won say asem no bana say wo address asem no fitinity ekokosi ne na say a Oma nkofo yesi speculations ahodro a what system no oma no edoso hwe nsema Reverend Tim Fojo ebekaye hwe anu yi a ebaaye hwe baby anu yi ni free ye yi bi na eja bi free mu enti se information kura ni kromu kura na huhu we kromu no oma ye no eye no kware efise nsema oba bekaye ne ho anu yi a first fosu kwa chede baaye no oyi bi na oja bi wom ade na wa mama yi ni nyina no be yi bi no ja bi wom de oja wom na de tro oja no
container no ho asem no say no de tudwa ye fie pe ne ye kwa homa no so
on National Security's raid on 12 containers containing gold and cash. On February 9, 2025, National Security conducted a major raid on a warehouse in Sapiman in the South Municipality in Accra, where they uncovered 12 20-foot containers filled with gold bars and unspecified amount of cash in various denominations of US dollars and Ghana cedis, worth over several billions of dollars. This operation was widely carried by various media outlets in Ghana. Nearly 2 months after this operation, National Security has failed to brief the public on the status of their investigation relating to the corporates behind the billions of gold and cash stashed in the 12 containers, and failed to disclose the actual quantity of gold and the specific amount of money retrieved during the operation and what the state intends to do with the gold and cash currently in the custody of National Security. We demand accountability. We demand National Security to give account of the gold bars and the cash retrieved and what they intend to do with it. The minority caucus, as responsible opposition as we are, in absolute circumspection, have been patient and given reasonably 2 clear months for National Security to communicate the status of their investigation with the public, albeit without any information from National Security. The legitimate question Ghanaians are asking is, does the government through National Security intend to divert the 12 containers filled with gold and cash only to turn around to deceive the public in the end and probably call the gold as fake and the cash as counterfeit? The public is hereby assured that the mighty minority will not rest and relent until credible communication on the status of the 12 containers filled with gold and cash is transparently made to the general public by the Minister for the Interior with additional responsibility for national security and corporates duly prosecuted. This raid on 12 containers containing gold and cash. On February 9, 2025, National Security conducted a major raid on a warehouse in Sapiman in the South Municipality in Accra, where they uncovered 12 20-foot containers filled with gold bars and unspecified amount of cash in various denominations of US dollars and Ghana cedis, worth over several billions of dollars. This operation was widely carried by various media outlets in Ghana. Nearly 2 months after this operation, National Security has failed to brief the public on the status of their investigation relating to the corporates behind the billions of gold and cash stashed in the 12 containers, and failed to disclose the actual quantity of gold and the specific amount of money retrieved during the operation and what the state intends to do with the gold and cash currently in the custody of National Security. We demand accountability. We demand National Security to give account of the gold bars and the cash retrieved and what they intend to do with it. The minority caucus, as responsible opposition as we are, in absolute circumspection, have been patient and given reasonably 2 clear months for National Security to communicate the status of their investigation with the public, albeit without any information from National Security. The legitimate question Ghanaians are asking is, does the government through National Security intend to divert the 12 containers filled with gold and cash only to turn around to deceive the public in the end and probably call the gold as fake and the cash as counterfeit? The public is hereby assured that the mighty minority will not rest and relent until credible communication on the status of the 12 containers filled with gold and cash is transparently made to the general public by the Minister for the Interior with additional responsibility for national security and corporates duly prosecuted.
107.1 so ni high Omanfm, a few of the messages na so if you have such a man as your minister, how can Ghana progress? Ghanaians have regretted voting for this Mahama administration. Jokes. Nana Jumpa Hini Udi Asempa the second and Odiwe by Fellows of Osukwache must know that the MPP will never use lies and propaganda as an excuse for the party's defeat in the last elections, like he of Osukwache is saying. Fact is that it will be Ghanaians at large who will bear their teeth at this at his party, the NDC, based on their abysmal performance since the NDC took over from the MPP. Ofosu-Kwakye must rather advise his party to do what they promise Ghanaians, which they are not doing. Okuseku Wadamfa. Ena odi way by akra my friends me perceive din komo but minsa encounter. He says, now we repair airplanes in Ghana. Why did Ibrahim Mahama send his jet out of our jurisdiction to repair NDC for Ghana rough? Redubuahin sent in that one. So yeah, that's it. And this one says, why be? I suggest that this admonition by Ken be revised and rewarded. Replace Christ with either nobody or no individual. This example of lions being good fighters sounds abstract. Kindly reward the whole advert, and his followers should listen to his admonition of unity. YAB, couldn't Kwachi Ofosu have responded when the planes were in Ghana? He was at his pompous best. Interestingly, during that time, a tipper truck was arrested in Central Region carrying contraband goods. Accra.
Sabria aircraft be landia. O expect to force that I'm not kind of research to
Uncle P says, please, this aircraft saga should not be made to die as the Airbus saga did. Uncle P Ewotema and Onodi way air by. Happy birthday to Reverend Prof. Godson Tete. Abe Kudenis sent in that one. Samuel Brian Boabenwo Awoshi. We cannot build the Ghana we want with cocaine traffickers and money launderers. Hashtag reset Banza. Hashtag Abamboniaba. Samuel Brian Boabenwo Awoshi sent in that one. This one says, sets Bedu of Presbyterian Church Medina congregation another year. Oh, Accra, 74 years. Happy birthday to you. Ora set Bedu Busuafoni nyina say men wish you well. Mami Esi William says oil in jerry cans and blitz A. Ovosu-Kwakye.
I know what.
Good morning. In fact, let's all come together and pray for Mother Ghana because the country is in the wrong direction. President Mahama promised to use AI to fight Galamsey, but today Galamsey is rather fighting President Mahama and his NDC. Hashtag regards to Hajia Safia Muhammad. Okay, or that's it. Who sent in that one? Okay, Nana Kwame. Or Pascal Nana Kwame, and this one says, my brother, do you expect the government liar to tell us the truth in this issue? The question, Reverend Edu or say, Minia and Opay or what to say, that's say on so why join here and Chiebeko Ahman so but Mamiti Okaka.
A quick one, a branch of Nana Cranton or say what fat taxi at your free a year or station was circuit the cool. Now I said Davano, the OT and the way was a Sumuno. My mention of Pastor Davane Feno Wisu Haruna. Yamano, good morning. Haruna, the Memphis Salam alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
Now, I say, Minana Casa Mitchell.
Maybe my more account and answer, but Mamin Kai Omanfm say on Facebook. Ube to me a coho na odo message at all. Kama. Sanso so and on YouTube and so obetumi akọ enche containers a yesi yechi ye no ye the pictures no any videos ni nyina be kwa koguo in fact containers no say na ma say 12 hey
do mienu
containers do mienu and a gold ahye ma and nipa kro no a wodi gold ni ko hye no nim nyansen to wodi fake gold na akoshem and nipa kro no nim nyansen to wodi fake dollars and akoshem NDC ehun ama ne bo no e wo hefa asema ahomete na areho afin sempawura ko anim
ose ubu ankagu ana unsi dan ye wa say last message I can ye about galamsey sensemi won say in some NDC for kan John Dramani mama kan so the AI na be fight galamsey oba within the shortest possible time obetu ase no won say ubu ankagu ye won say still ntimi nsi dan ye ordina no don re won say nei as what do phone bu kwaye no hyenu ya ye won say na wontimi nya won hwe wo muntimi nye if say wo ma yonko antwa nkron a wontwa du emra bandada na na rodan kwakufu adne MPP aban eye de ombetumi bia no na wasoma na mnante nam galamsey site abato 2 minutes won say na oba ya agi nsem ebusan for say Ghana for yankasa mfom na nsi fom anye say yen yankasa na edi ehunya nti yenya ya baya sai kama we nko ade ne anka da yedan ase koma betu ka yedan ase koma betu anka yedan ase koma betu kwa me ka se me chofi ase any sni bi ka chem say wo de tumi ne apenya tumi na ka kwa mu betu galamsey man ka se me ofi anjiro omo ba ya asesa ensesa ye enti enhyehyeye ne niama wodo a wo mo kan ne hyam da gukwa mu de bra ya se Ghana for yankasa yan transe pa ne yankasa de aduro no yankasa ye wusi edi ehunya pa ne se aban ebetime bi pa de ne lalai enya de o betima ye bibia no betima ye
meba ansana no entiwi
then Mahama has formed arguably one of the biggest or largest governments in the history of our country as it relates to the cost on the national exchequer. Mr. Speaker, why do I say this? Take for example, the president has appointed Dr. Valerie Sawyer as senior presidential advisor in charge of government affairs. Her rank is a cabinet minister who doubles as a member of parliament. So her salary, her emolument, conditions of service, everything to do with her office is at the same rank as a cabinet minister who doubles as a member of parliament. The Speaker, he's appointed a presidential advisor on economy, appointed presidential advisor for 24-hour economy, presidential advisor in special aid to the president, presidential advisor on national anti-corruption program, presidential advisor on diaspora affairs. Mr. Speaker, he goes on to appoint presidential advisor, presidential staffer, and special aid to the vice president, presidential staffer for Black Star Experience, and then presidential staffer for diaspora affairs. Mr. Speaker, then he goes ahead to appoint 5 policy advisors to the vice president. Mr. Speaker, he tells the country that he's appointed a minister in charge of agribusiness, and yet he's appointed director at the presidency in charge of agriculture and agribusiness. My good friend Peter Buama Otukono. The Speaker, he says he will not appoint deputy regional ministers, and he appoints 16 presidential staffers in charge of the 16 regions of our country. The Speaker, I want to submit that these presidential staffers in charge of the 16 regions of our country, in essence, as it relates to the cost on the national exchequer, are in fact, indeed, and in substance, deputy ministers of state. Mr. Speaker, he then appoints, Mr. Speaker, listen carefully, please. Mr. Speaker, he then appoints 1 presidential advisor on media, 4 directors of communication at the office of the president, 5 deputy directors of communication, 2 communication specialists, 5 technical communication assistants, 1 media aide, 1 assistant media liaison officer, 1 communications consultant. The Speaker, I've done the mathematics, and I want to submit. The Speaker, I've done the mathematics that I want to submit, and I do this not from a partisan lens, But I do this as somebody who had the privilege and honor to serve as Deputy Chief of Staff. I know how it works. In terms of the cost on the national exchequer, the president has appointed 100 ministers and deputy ministers. That's because the president has established a Ministry of Youth Development. Because I want to
107.1 so in me catch them say be kwa so ne no Kusibu Afo, an economist, former executive director the public sector reforms. Yankona yene no enkonkodi nkomo kakra. Openi yemwache.
Mejo so mi.
Now what to say?
Yami adom na ye woni bi ene.
Okay, that's say Mame chance say ye to abawie ye aban hihye ya hodo a wa ye niam odi agugu akwan mu yenka ne ahonsem ye sikasem nom ne ade se wotena ase din na wohwe a aban wa hye ase ye
Yo medase na me ntia wa tefu na ananse mi ana me yes me kakra
yeah
ma tena se ahwe ne mebe ani sa di ebe in the new government. As I speak now, we getting a haircut.
Ora Kusibu Afo ola no break kakra.
I thought him can.
Meton cafe yepa.
I may say as I speak now, not this. A man in your haircut policy direction. I say, oh, she na wada kwan yo befa so ase unhuru kwan ni MPP anamo no ano footprint no jae no and o to ate sekana man to akusi enti so himpa dia onyenya ni yie onye introduce anything quiet significant ya ene amanfo bi hu ni yie afili ni yie se ampa enie enti akoye se policy shadowing and all hwehwe enipa bi ayu omadi afri ha public sector as a new set of ministers CEOs no yi board no constitute nwie the state assembly sukura no onye ni nyina ye it needs automatic positions krampo enti ehonu onya ni yie ebu okro be kono won tiase otwen panyin a was we betwam ohu document ba ko bia was isikawia ohu we was isikanya funya. It will take them about a year before they will understand fully the system. And sakura no ma be hwehwe policy direction be ko and they say IMF and the World Bank and I drive the course at the mawo, especially budget crowd and this for a year. Critically, it is an IMF World Bank budget. Now I told you could read no kwa. And now revenue no kwa mobilization. When you knew a be a revenue no a back say mature way more access impact ye. Eti na yi levy whatever bubo di bear 10,000 you to the bonams come what to one about over 10 billion Ghana citizen everywhere but more what be the abishim it you know ka say World Bank IMF force or more so we introduce bibi amudi very places and ya ma yi o na ye sebi awudi mo confess because we hin na mo de aye na omo yes NS adia omo property insurance ebeba into when introduce insurance okwa so mo dan nyine wo mu ni ade nyina mo ye insurance ya kan na nka ho no property kura insurance na plan for ye ni say na the insurance abeka idwa ehihie immediately omo introduce insurance. It is all register Muniama obey insurance, obey way. Also additional cost to Ghanaians. Ghana for one here. Oba financial stability. Also so introduce on the then day. The new worker say so qua banking sector almost introduce VAT be at the abajo or maybe a move no at the core tax no almost be financial stability tax no at the base of financial services. So no or mobile pass it on to ordinary Ghanaians. Into normal lending rate from banking sector no so and a special import levy almost introduce. And the importers are now or many President, former current president John Dramani Mahama, catcher almost say, taxes you go so doors no move what kind of mark what they say class 1 teacher bobo attendance sheet in the could see this or the special levy about and also so ubetria and on your how my board never cost or man one. IMF Fiscal Stability Program and Omanfm BBS sign and a policy need being so no any new almost acquires shadow. It is the MPP no macrofanum in the shadow about planting for food and jobs, almost the food for Ghana program, not the Kupoku Diaba, and shadowing. There's a gold for oil. Almost the gold board or about a shadowing and yet anything new. Into 4 additional taxes.
Shadow. Oh, but you could see what for shadowing in here. Obama tax trotro drivers not to us here power. On the shadow, they be more continent once.
Very good, very good. It is only any new thing. The I mean, just was women any strong understanding of planting for food and jobs, phase 1, phase 2, and no. It is Anyama we know a shadowing in the America. What do you want to start at home? Who are dear beer, wait me a farm home, cacra, on the farm home. That is a shadowing, no pepper. It as we speak, stronger programs, it is job creation, active job creation. Oba. Dr. Bobmia digitalization, no Makofa, with a passport office, you say 24-hour economy, filling station, you 24-hour economy. It's what we saw almost shadow Dr. Mahmoud Bobmia digitalization. And no, Keke. We talk about Oba passport office or money, they know the who say improvement, the Abba or no more. Yeah, near ma. After online applications, and when you mean DVLA and Moon say printer or non-metis will be cancer, NTB backlog could be about them. Say, printing machines, yeah, the Abra or Mikusubuafu, the office under the core, I mean, they are tough mouth. So, see, or Mammy Matchern, which is also a huge misunderstanding. It is as a fair now, so they are going through tutorials. They are now learning. A time will come in October to the next budget. We will change it. But on the IMF, a daily basis out to the 2026-27. On the IMF, basis, and they say IMF, they can hear more kind of old moody chicken. And I say, we're sorry, I document back over the propaganda here, who we know the here, propaganda here, who we know the here, propaganda here, trying to say, be almost about the wash of the previous government, all the success you see in the economy is the work of the previous government. And of the treasury bill and the financing revenue expenditure, whatever. And I can tell you, the interest rate in the cost and I buy here treasury bill. Then. And I confess can say, because all the investors, everybody is watching you to see whether indeed you have any stuff to offer. And over the free swore, copy is as a Besha near for a reset Ghana, ye BBC.
Oh, can't T-bill as a mina, and Yaman be Anna and Kakra. ansa na MPP aban be ko no mfaso a na aban no de ma ene aba form chese wo dwene ho a wontum e de asem ti na ma aba form sa
mfaso te say
28% anka wo koto treasury bill depends on months do a wo hwehwe no why wadwene say wo do sika beto ho no ene subscription aban ye kra asenkrofo ani eni akire amanfo gidie na free mu ana.
Well, let me educate you. This is a professional advice.
Yes.
The government, use treasury bill are very dangerous for the economy. On the private sector, compete. For my currency, no, I depreciate it. One, who use treasury bill no, it's a say who use more no. Now when you add a hormone, amount for any better government investment by way of treasury bill. Omo say o sika no de koto bibi to say shares e wo company bi mu an wo ko yi afiri ho. O sika no o de kofa niema ana o di ko bi adwuma bi ato anya adwuma ni bi hu bi a wa se ne driver akora je ne car na ton de akoto treasury bill ni. Takwa ni yesi ni yi intakwa ni unemployed. Eba sanso the problem enso so eba ema ne ya dia ha dwen eti aye kwana nsatwene ogbomu awuni ewa mumu awusie 2% oboa private sector there. Don't compete with them when it comes to money. Yeah, they come back and the bank ni shift quotation bill enu nehu enu de a quiet alarming a cost interest rate be costro o ko pe bosia bank account skedi ho na what their cost treasury bill or Kosekata, bedding and breakfasting. And also so do how ba. A call for more professionally it is good. But the assigned professionally bad and they say a call from P so people take their money and they start chasing dollars. You know what I say?
Twaso.
We take dollars. It will be on the treasury bill or no correct time. No, they are called no, because no, they are quite dollars. No, they are good. So dollar becomes a safe haven. The general time they are being a treasury bill rate and also so above from currency no so depreciate. It is some case on professional grounds. This is professional advice, and I am not them. It is about no would need dollars in be or no more. Now with this issue, the dollar inflow no so about there. And the treasury bill never from pay amount for a show disinterest no. They will go and buy dollars, currency, a war, a one more thing. Now, or they are protected or more esikano a year no. And that's the answer so. We say inflation, and also so bad. Inflation is also a picky our home because dollar and also so cost. Inflation is so a picky. It means assembly so. Assembly so. It so because I will say, hey, be a see ya. Do I have form and the fire could see ya propaganda our home in Emmanuel and America will say, I buy no dear and also free private sector. Na private sector and so they produce goods, especially locally manufactured ones. Emphasis no, I was a eba. The onion is let us say how ever. That is the point of view of the treasury bill. No, abano. So as you say, so no, abano so yama inflows. Let's look at the inflows and so ebeba. To be honest, a person didn't sakoke can wear bank in the maybe in World Bank denying over 400 million USAID also ever be denying over $150 million. When that happens, it's just a coffee muana air dryer. So that's just a quack of and so ediaba. So being opposition and being in government quite different scenarios. The other one no kind in and over wait to say, say I'm fear no non-real. Then they can kick. Then they are political vouchering. No, let me be actually. Said they are not pay vote to Nana pay, and that the people are demanding real development, something they will see vividly, and more money at here. say what be FR 24-hour economy because it the best.
Yante
Man
fi.
or that no ana. Wo mo tata ho. Wo mo ko hu feeling station bi e ya be ma mo security e be than 24-hour economy. E ma mo security. Na fe mo ya 24-hour economy. Amna yi na just o ma friend sa. It companies no a produce one ajo dada no an o mo ko package o mo de o ma ba say e 24-hour economy. Dini aso atiase.
Ti ase pa say yente ho hwe 24-hour economy say na bekum.
Omo packaging companies bi a say they are packaging companies that omo produce one ajo. Omo yes a shift no bi no. No omo ba be announcement say omo ye juma 24-hour economy. That is what you will hear anytime. Omo
Oma tese de oyi obofo ete otwen no.
Ofo te otwen, it obo da ho. Obo kika company no sisi animu, nsem de mani di akire, di na nam se mo ma memre na mi so mani ni akire ka.
Na we ansem to nchen ansem ahodo a aba okrom. Na no yese achi containers bi ni gold bi fake ni ade. Yente ho hwe. Na no nso minority for nsem mo de beto dwafa aircraft bi e ba hai ansem no okika bomu a wonhye da hunu ne aban ni ye nem ne ma ekoso wo fie de minim se sa ne ma ne nyina wo follow wonti ase wo sa ne ma ne say
mate that is the nature of changing the government who say stand banya do be ba foforo no ne ma bi obeye bia no ya no on te ne ma bi asinti ya na bibia ye kikikikiki ena ka hunu se omo political communicators no o ma ya propaganda actually bibre take position bibre anya appointment what you say make when it be so who be there
yeah na
and the party no is still in the campaign mood princess the party is still in the campaign mood and you know how someone no because so akeka iti do be hu bia no release no de aba and so te say twa yi level mu president in sa hase or the sa hase betin ase emission tax carbon emission yen ni ba bia and so one ayen announcement to say the na kufu ado agi 4 other taxes ya or they buy ya no so what science emerging Ghana for special import levy VAT on insurance of properties, financial stability taxes on mining and financial institutions. Meaning, what is that? And this need be the buyer. The buyer be released.
In fact, betting tax na the man penny no ankasa kura born in some say a promise delivered, but we know the one can wasem.
Yes, what him. Let me say your propagandist, your campaign mood, no propagandist machinery is still working now. There is no effective government, seriously effective government now. Women who are the enemy so, at the same time, passing will be any mocha. Now, about 10 minutes, you know, be 9 can. Who's going to be no soon? I've ever net here. Enti enye machine a na run afi ne yemfo yirimum ase yen spark yen fifi carburetor ase ahoma bi na ate chale wa check battery chale wa check dia ekwemu ye tai we asa joka yemon frama kakra ngu so uboduru so gauge ni yes wa gauge amame that type of thing is what is actually going on. Enti enye se obi entu behwe no mining kra o mu ko hono mu a yen femfa he yen ye ne den any I say, you galam say, Yanchi galam say, and you say no, Omo and the Buba or Boachini Cacrano, Yakufu out of pens, sorry at the den, no, woman now Marco to Omo, and Oma ye lamb Cacras at Montombo, Nimoshi. So you not hear a lot from the CSOs, either they are praising or they are saying one or two things, but to be with Omon can ye, I feel be with Acrophobia, and a financial idea. I see you say kakra. I say we see you a few. I say we see a deba. Where you say people are not talking boldly. And woman in them move. Woman so a casa lamba see a kufu out of no or mokra no. ɔno gye sɛ do benya board bi so akɔ akɔda nti ɛwɔ sɛ ɔtɛ kakra nti wamia na no kakra ɔkakora ɔnka ne yie. These are things you will see from now onwards. Na ekɔ ani mu no reality no be beduru mrebi Ghana for beka say hey aye yie mo hwɛ so mu ma no ne nya mfaso. Hey mre no beba no abena fa mpieto bre mre no beba no. Ɛhɔ no na behu the true character of the NDC government.
I see. Enche de nkomo no ebekɔ na wieye. Sa ban sesa se ya nanka or goodwill ewo international community no anim. President Kufuor ba ohwe aman panimfo a eba ha on meto yensa de frɛ no nneɛma hodo a na wɔn de kyɛ yɛkɔ IMF negotiations amokɔtena ase kɔ yɛyɛ nsanya hodo a eba yɛnom ne ade na ama yɛ nidaso kakra we no asɛme in person me hu ne sa menim sɛ sa na wo hu no a.
Well, goodwill there you can't force on anybody. What do you mean can't tell me say obi nka say Yesu kuro bi ka so yɛ papa kora no ka say that bi papa pako kana yɛ papa. Goodwill there that is say odo you can't force love on anybody. But you kora no wa no what do you mean ka say chinchina do me. Abana ba foforo no they are also watching everything. Especially World Bank IMF. World Bank and IMF need dictating for the government. Everybody knows. People are also watching international geopolitics. We heard Donald Trump here. How will they impact on Ghanaians? And at the caliber of persons here, we the best amount for us so. Now, Omar say indeed, Sanetiana. Omo Umujina woman now so dear. You be to me here, Jumano and I said yes, Fata. What experience normal bring it on board. A idea woman who be that. Sanity. Into almost experience it is saying. Into more one. So World Bank, only World Bank is there, Jumana World Bank project is there. Yana in Nima Bank. Project to be or no more Abano Kotoi. MPP Abang. It brings also what NDC Abang Abeto. World Bank will mean or they sell a tin for a more mobile server project. Even Kuzibuafo, Naminam or reforms, public sector reform for resource project into minim, serious city. Into no human be brave, Moasem. I'm here presentation. I'm the nominee engineer Asafomafo, a correct and your manager. If you are no more, a big crown, almost as here no crown, a cabin fee, and Nayan, and Santa Conaria, a catty across. It had also some by no on some project, project coordinator, and that's all. Project staff, and so that's all. It be a two or more consultants from outside and more mobile area. They went through processes. It is a Uber now, but you woman in the woman qua, but disturb the progress of the project. A financing agreement, no so. So much is sad there. The project may be cancelled or maybe some more restructure. Yes, I am for. Nipano would do a more banning in a cycle interview near vet to Womo, you must always be capable. You can make political appointment for World Bank project. You can't do that. Tobacco appointed communicator be on the project coordinator. People who are coming must come with high value. Experience. The accountant must be competent, highly qualified. The procurement officer must also be the same. The technical staff must also be the same. Maybe in some cases, here the be training civil servants need to be said or more capable or civil servants, the public servants. In future, we say consultants need to gain a capital. In thinking capable persons here, instead of recruiting people from outside. I'm a World Bank at the CSRD, in tribe, Takra, and Buzia at the Management Services Department. And so about a revival. To go ahead of civil service or a Holland, who said, you're revampono, he training consultants and Crawford woman mupa. Na consultancy kwa project ne ba. I can honestly tell you, consultancy kurano, it over bears 45 to 50% of the loan they have given. Independent proper no it a hard thing. It the number can say, Ubana you almost this are one. What our bank? Obetima withdraw. So I'm not surprised. Say about 400 million on planting for three crop development project, and then Ghana digital acceleration project. You know, so or more any other reforms be. I'm say the whole crown. No time when I mean if you have project in the end, yeah, me we no I'm ready free hall no. We need you as for no web bank is shy. So you know be here no. Ti can me biaka. The na profo bi not church say kusi bua for ko yes na. What e ho asem. Ti can me biaka. $2 million. Yanke ni koto machines at the Akoma passport office. Process no ye ntimi nwie na project na ba na wie na ya ban so akọ. Enti yen transfer sika no. Say web bank be jo ma de akode. Yen transfer nkoma Ministry of Finance. Na ababy obeba PMPP ENDC Omanfm kokra machines no. Enfem ra passport office. Eno na okuje toko hu ya na ni age no. Major is Kusibuafo, and they are South for the transfer $2 million US. That is called Minister of Finance. So, see, who never have a child baby. Don't go to say any panso, one fan to a man, so won't procure equipment, and my passport. Nothing passport printing, and the year program PR or my gun. It means as Anna a horror. So, let us wait and see. Let us give them a little bit of time. Let us allow them to sober. Omo interest no mo said omo kan di bebe ni nyina no betimi aya because Ghanaians wo mra obetan ya bre adaduanu di sisi so a emeda eyebo eti to mre bia Ghana for betran ni ahwe but the equity well I won't say they have failed total but I will also not say woman who so I would say they are learning and we are also watching. The people be the beba. Now that we have come, the better say near we better wrong. The dear near you are full of that there. We too much proceed here, different. Into a cherewa, a man one. No winning. Are there if you say a United be cool? In the other thing, a driver, oh, Kaka Bonnie, the Bikuani, I mean to me country. Who can hear so? I was a boy and someone who did do that. Near Bawase. The driver Yamisha saw the Abidu Jojo. Let us pray for them. But when we are praying for them, we must do the right thing. We won't pay a mouse said, dear Nia, saying, I may wow, now also, they do Sabe and somewhere and some fata. Meet me, I can say, Yamem Wakasia.
Openi, me no ase, wa bam with ye, and come on, you better to us. And so that's Sinidin Edekusi Buafo, former Chief Executive Director, Public Sector Reforms, and Yanudin Komono, Din Ede Ora Kusi Buafo. And check container na yedi Hong Komono, yede ebegu social media platform no so na wakwa akɔhwɛ videos and containers time or more ABS so as in containers mako 12 or more ABS so ama security for central for the HRA na fin say yenya MPP ni bi
na Brian
and run I just said na make no yes say Alhaji bi na ne dia Alhaji no so ye hwe na ye hu no boys ne say your friend Alhaji NDC I was your friend Alhaji NDC Alhaji NDC ye hwe na ye hu no why din ayenwa I mean you say one said I Yamaba wa brimu a opia bonten a wo ba beda wa anya nwa e becho
no nothing pobo
wa ye nwa de ade na isie mo anya pa containers ma 12 the way am hype ade we wo krom ha no
I don't know all of the sudden hwe ayira e ho asem kra opija kra wonte hwe eti na mo kan dia begu obi anim ase na te trimpo be na ta akire ntia o me gidi
trimpo na ta akire an say ya che Pipini Osina celebrate your birthday and happy birthday to you. I told you Mr. Kusibuafo is on point. During President Kufuor's time when T-bills rates went down, long-term bonds were introduced to offer alternative investment for investors. And the banks were calling people to go for loans. The drop in T-bill rates can spill into currency depreciation. Mr. Sylvester Sari, also Asida Eye Odia. And good morning to Joy Donfe, who is out of the country for an international job.
Oh, okay.
That's one of the oil. No. Now in countries are almost 2 months efreno. Oh baby, trying to job. Or you trying to job? Or you trying to job? Simon Tete, who know of Mampon, Lower Menya Krobo Assembly. Happy birthday to you. Your daughter Stella Bridget of Accra. Simon, one I wish you well. I'm seeing Yankopon and Ka Ohonte on Facebook and on YouTube. Containers I can't want seminal. Ye ka say ima ma Omanfm share pictures na kakra. Ewo Facebook and YouTube na fe ye hu containers ma do mienu a. They say fake gold ewom. Anopa no ne awia bremu no a. Omo kan say achene de na enye fake o. Mfa sa abre no de na omo se sika ya kwa kiti has mass row. Ora for any penny for security for oh yensaka afi kwa wi abremu no na ehon nsam no ba form afi ya say fake say kroma de wo ha no se ba se bibini na sa nya wo na de fake atoso ya say fake. On Facebook and YouTube you can see about 3 of the containers as security for no ABA. Now we share quite so ahuno a number of containers ni bi a to so ya see yard bim sa containers see na ye ka ho asem say na we must say fake gold and a fake dollars USD ashemo a man imama pictures are a year sikano ebi na containers ne de ye hu say security for soldier for ebi so na ye hwe say de no so esi ehu asem esi tie e ba kiti eni so ete no na afi adane ade no say ye fake e kwa wi abremu no afi fake no ehu fake no ene ye kobusa say na okay sika no bi na ima on Facebook and YouTube okọ ho sisi a onsa wani behwe sika no bi o matu ede agu ho no na no mo say we sika no so enye fake we dollar papa enye fake die wi ase na say na large ben na ye kana asemi afa di large ye hwehwe na ye hu no hwe large ye hu no na grofo say hwe e friend na large NDC o Ghanaians are quiet on the NDC. Is it a juju working or still listening to is it a juju or still? I'm listening from the land of Kwabuadi number 2. Yeah, and no achimemo. Makwaku ya no ahwe wonhwere ye e de amame. I'll be much surprised if Ghanaians are expecting something better from John Mahama as president. Pasolo ewo de weku apem, and he sent in that one. Pasolo ma onso ye na wase say wo ho na bibia nso eye kama. And on YouTube, Antonio Fori says NDC. He NDC amova. Mahama and NDC. How are they going to manage this country? Minorities should do what? Charlie, why you name huni ye? Ampo apia. Me sure say the YouTube. They said and I will say voice no twetwesi no afi ayeye fache torebo ho no mu a etimi ebasa enso na okay sika no ima e de mo no a egu ho e de amamo ima de mo no a egu ho e de amamo enche de obon krata ne mu nsam na ebeto aso but mekwa homa no so na mama omanfo abia di sika no ho nkomo kakra sa containers no eni sika na sa asebo ye nyanya nto ho National Security Coordinator ene amanwe so afo Mutaka Muhammad Mubarak yesre wa sa containers na yekochiye ya na dollars ahye mu ma sa containers na yekochiye ya na gold ahye mu ma na mo se fake gold no ehun asem akosi sei ehun asem akosi sei mo do obi akogina court ana se mo de nipa na akokota court be mu na mo de ne koye na Omanfm no entimi ehunu no yebesra yibusa ehun asem no akwa akosi sei ehun asem no akwa akosi sei asem a ehun hia Omanfm pa nti yebesra se mo update yen entimi ntini ekoso no ase but Zabara mame nkwa homa no so ho
okay
na
okay
Omanfm wo baby a sikasem no esi ye no ma hu se ima gold bars ne bi ane sika no se de esi ekoye o mai bia mo aba nto oba ya na yese o message no ebe simple straightforward and then civil na wa share ama omo nso a omo wada platform no so no omo nsa aka bi okay I Ernest good morning ma ye na wase say onso ho J Frederick says hey NDC for you J NDC for babemu na the boy say babemu sanso dia ene na wanituya okay Charles Kweku also mayana wase Ghana may God have mercy to us Asari Kofi Samson also yedase sanso so na wono aka ya moka ho te se amenhwe omo aka womo eka ho mo messages no dooso na mekwa homa no so na mabusa Omanfm se container no na eben wo omo na eben wo mo na yibiebie so no ho na mekoi ana zambora adwen ho sei uni ana eme wo amema nkase na mete na mete de na ni tua na mo se bro no be mu na za asem ni si ye wa mo na eben mo no ana wani tua no mo na mehwehwe mu 0245638748 0508346915 0245638748 0508346915 eba na saa o makwan ma ne na eben no ebe ne edi ho nkomo a eboa ma won so ne esi ya nkasa otumi ete ase. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Boko de
Bacho nyame adomo ye mama adwuma pa
ye da se wo kasa free he
me kasa fra Ablekuma
ho na container sem no si ye no
Ablekuma ha no na enye ye nwanwa
ho na si ye
enye ye nwanwa
esi o Ablekuma mini baby esi ye nti
ye ka kire president Akufo-Addo se yankopon on shirano no man no kwa
brand ya na ho asheda radio no was Roman nko form o na adwen so onti asem o frame ya mesro anu ama radio no akofom me say container na ye bie so no a ye de egu Facebook and YouTube Omanfm ehwe any dollars a e busa ban say sika no way wa go cha na we are in a serious trouble Ghana. Daniel Safo we are sent in that one trouble there will be mu pa na mamena Eugene Labiase Eric Kumiase Azamati Asedai Odia Francis Kumi Benedict Danso Young Keen Ohene Budu Michael Asari Aye Ernest J Frederick Asari Kofi Winfred Asman Charles Kweku Nyako Agnes Mamwaka Mudino Bebre. Hello, good morning.
Morning, I'm over.
Na ukase free.
What do make us free Santa Maria?
Santa Maria, mo wana container sem no esi ye no.
Me ba jo nye ha no mu na me mzo mpese me kire ma dwene kakra wo.
Ene wa dwen kire no meji atum tietie afi se de me kan ye no aye wa dwen se uni so.
O si magu mi mu umra so che se ne ekoso wo memu no aye nyina o.
Enya agro.
Pese eba ne sa na je se se obiazu etumi kana dwene na Just a bufona, a high away mono, not a free mu.
That a before Musa at the answer now before.
Ah, now would you throw about the at the Udimbo, apart from the okay, a bra in a pool, wine, or could in a parliament. One man in Grasso and Pogu and Pipia by, or see, or the containers never be more than 5 years. Have an audience. More than 5 years, MPP for you need to say, or the baby good and not do any mercy. Meanwhile, I container Naira. Container a walk hub on one cut out can say container a 3,000. A vocal by I would say 2,500. A video somebody you want 1,003 something. I wuna. A member who is a mobile, some mobile, Tom manager, and other mobile, many. I'm over NDC, the Yamin Ukrainian Mumpa, Ghana for a high papa. And the body ever came back to the cities or member. I'm over the program. I can't yank. Now,
the wolf were a Hannah Deba. See, I got Waba. I'm going to go to Daniel Safu, we are good morning, or day, or tema. Good morning, Nana Jim Pahinu, dear Sempa. Oba Akosua, Margaret Ochre Nyako Agnes Munyina on Facebook. Mwa kano actually heard you hello, good morning.
Morning.
Also Kasafri. Nima. Nima there's a symbiancy or
oh David, I tell you but I tell you Ghana.
As you Ghana, also do Abufu Bahana.
And ye.
Move on call Jubilee House.
Oh, you lost the rubber.
Yeah, got to about some monto.
Oh, yeah. Continue to point for a couple of
Mamintio.
Continue to our Bolana.
Why?
Continue.
I had a
couple of Bolana.
I be a couple of limum.
I said, a company of Burkina.
Come see
what
Medase come see a favor who be ordering them. Interesting times ahead. We are in a big problem as a country. Of any of a bubonsra marching. Kwaku Makado. With the NDC and his NDC party, with JM and his NDC party, everything is possible. Propaganda Pro Max. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, sir.
Imagine what we doing.
What on also? Okay, sir. Mamintio.
Container no mo kan wa say agora what you see moko university school ni mo de bongo container na den lipa omam man kata container da dem aben ni na nya yete ni nya ye di abeka nisi eli asini open na na wunya Ghana fo nya yetem yambuafu na na aldanko kuza di esi yanto aba ana yanto aba wa shobmara Nasa we assess and Kauku be now question and one for said the Kafra, a Korano pay, Yenima, who would you look for question Rama? Namrano Sosha, who did the soup? Yes.
I mean, no, I say for joining us also from Tutu, Equiapem. Saturday Midi Kaka, no, or Kwabuno say, this can be a good honomoa. Imama me containers no is kind of a free so na me containers no na fi me hu said ye ebesi aye ima wo hefa me we ima we oba tenase tenafa ko. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
Morning.
Na wo ka se free. Mami.
Oh, me frau ja. Na the care man is from 18 years. The whole quarter is with that.
Yeah, that's it.
Now, now, Miss Samuel Bedre, as you can many about na sami akrewa 7 years na ni ya me ya nkotoje ya me ya na be shabiam akoto aba na wa ho ya den na wo so wo ntu aba ya pa ya papa ko na tan nyama nyame nyanya abotre nyame ndi ne mrepa manuesi
Yes, we are dancing. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Papa.
Minia, Mami Tio.
I really have one. I just see. That's the close.
Yeah, I am cleaning.
I don't. I'm very sure.
Yeah, we Tio. Hello, you are wanting. Okay.
Papa.
Tio.
I'm very sure. The man. Omulusu kasino. The Salamu. Almost on a bumuye. The Salamu not and tell Koso. President Mama by and the young said, and Mama will be from a quarter while black, a sitting in my account. About you're gonna phone a journal. And the idea I buy with go position, you know. Not to get you to get it too much. I thought I am. Oh, yeah, reshuffle. You think they play too much. I got to put the food. I want to comment people. I can't come
Yeah, so yeah, that's it. Say Oba. So Nana Bena Amwenima Kudia. Nana Bena Amwenima Kudia. Ewa level 400. Medical student, University of Ghana. Nana Amwenima celebrating a birthday and Nana, all the best. All for Bakope. May wish you well. Sounds so na your elder sister Kantimpo Ghana Law School. Also, wish you well. Your mom is also a nurse. SM and wish you well. And to be a winim nana mwenima Kodia level 400 medical student, University of Ghana. Catch and say uncle. Any abusiani na wish you the best of the day. We'll celebrate your birthday. Happy birthday to you. Hello, morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
Morning.
Mami Tio Minia.
Yeah, your friendly question. If you free Achimota.
Achimota. Question my Tio.
If you Achimota.
Koso.
Yo, if you say to by you and any face there, my dear radio.
I didn't hear.
Shop. I know the mommy. You can make you one and my name can miss you many years.
Now one can talk to about it.
Oh, mother, me since 92. About to be anyone in me from me. We talk about Tia Tia Martin Didia, did me anti-Picono be a name of war. Nanso, Nanso, a baby German. And I didn't call Ajamayaba. Ajamaba and so any of the higher way. Nagana for 4 years, maybe they know Bakufu. And me, I'm on fire. I'm to 2 near my year. Now, and fear night, no, Bumpire in Nania Tinkum. It drew her in Nakoye. Made a shock with the Uncoy. Uncoy, Madame Massey.
Mamma Sumena say, hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Hello, I'm over.
Me too, Uncle, a hen of Casa Free.
The Casa Free, Chufu, Trasso. I'm a pile on Godo.
Be a queer, my intio.
Now, I want to say,
Open him here, call him.
Yeah, the was it. The old man is a certain Kennedy Cano. You know, the Yana Korea. The Jomo Macroya bad, the Mahame, himself went to be frank with you. In the city, the MPP for Korean Kwan, here about me, and Kennedy, who be the anima, a fata. You're not Korean. Namia Duma, if you're not, that's why you could be for a riding shroud. Amen.
Amen. Me dan sound so bad so wakasa yi but e bi no adwen ne se sa anya smesi nko ade a ene ensa so obi abedi anim na kro ye eni ho ase de ora ken kan ye no ye ko fa Jesus Christ crowd ne ba se wono na kwan bia so se otime wani a enya ade a betumi awani yakosa amanim guase a ede abre MPP e bi nsida ya ma wi ase ba ko se mukra oman ya bia ne kase ye se Ghana okay Ghana ba ko se mu from 1992 Professor Dubois Bresso and Nkugu eti I'm not a political party na ehihye no ho ehini nam ya ya ba be wi ha ne yesi musen ene ya ba be wi ha yesema yenka nanso wi na de MPP a report general odi enim ede ye koye no ankoyie yesa ba yachi ye retreat no one mo prepra ya sese prekuro no na afi ya sign so ede another force ede akọ na ye ekọ no are we going with the same general and I say ye strategy no a sese general no yesesa no eno ye nkomo a yebedi ho enkomo actually. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Mofa.
Boko de.
Yes, sir. I'm say.
Me ho ye. O ka se free he.
Kasasi man fa ekwa from evangelist Michael Adolati.
Michael Adolati my intio.
Amofa, we are seeing. Uso benye na o de ababo no kwan chikun na. Ba ko tu bi de na ye west kra. Yana puse. We MPP abanye into wokofa anti-Christ aba eye do mahama ni group. One na what they end up container na apai. Pe ye wan ko be kama na atum. Ghana ye wu na ye ko. Me pa ocha o de wo she me ba. Mam happy birthday na when you 17 years. O ko everywhere. O ko school every set tech. What friend patients at Olate. Man depend pa cha wo se mam se dia.
Okay, patients at Olate. O papa so for say wa ko ni kutu dwani ma bompa ya ma o. Yankopon enhira o. Me kai one of my days na papa mami bunku to dwene ofa na ba no wa ba bi na ode aba no e kire me so then obompa ye de mami no ka kire me say ma settle up for the world akọ bibie ni ho a ebetumi ehunu na bibie ni ho ebetumi ayo. I remember very well na miswa so papa kan so ehira wa adom okay. Hello, good morning. We so line no drop a few messages ewo Facebook. Emmanuel Pepra is watching us live at Manchester. Claude, then UK. Mayana Wase. And this one says, greetings to my dad, Jacob Pepra, Emmanuel Pepra, and day way by Modesta Nyako. Next time, stay and say, I will not look for work for someone further. Mwa, miniaba. And I mean, go to aba. If it's a buyer, I go to him, go pay you, be papa. Would assume one other sumo. Daniel Safo propaganda is ruling Ghana. Also, yeah, that's Charles Kweku. He says, good morning. Kweku, good morning. Evans Tay Jr. Hey, Ima, your boss is on you, Pau. Where your mom come and would do actually. Kwame was say entry. I've been worried for some time now as we were not getting any information about the gold and cash. Kwagu information no I shall say the amount from UK. Okay, minia edase. So what here? Dumas Palato Dumas, and he says good morning offer. I think NDC and MPP are the same. Adentia, they are taking Ghanaians for granted. When did the containers arrive in Ghana? How can you compare the two political parties and say so the same? Entire four cra. One day no I remember the day somebody told us that cocaine has turned to coconte powder. It's referring to I think President Kufuor time. Daniel Safo Wiafe said so. Good morning. Thanks for the good work. God have mercy on Ghana. James Ofuri Energy way by Ken Budget. NDC of yesterday that we all know are same NDC. Also, yeah, that's it. And him Frederick says NDC is planning to sell Ghana. I tell you, Enyagro. And on Facebook, we haven't seen anything yet. As the saying goes, coming event cast their shadows. Kingsley, Japan. And soon I did way by Eric Techi says, God is watching them. I may hear more. One home baby, our home, we are in serious trouble. Ghana, Daniel Safo, and also Eddie Way, Eddie Abba. Charles Kweku, Machi, Nyako, Agnes. God is watching. Also, Mayena was say, when is Ohima coming back? INS. Ohima wanya call wa ha onti be you ho ano ohima be babat ebe check akra. She's on leave, a long leave. Oh God have mercy on us, national drugs cocaine people. Winfred Osman so ne dia wode aba no na we no wono mu a omodwane yen wo Facebook mo ma memfa mo de no ensi wa ha edoso but mo ma memfa ensi wa ha sei na wono so a dwane yen wo YouTube no mo messages wo ho ye dan ye ho for your commercial break ye ba ye be kan sa messages na e de amamba me hu se bi no mo efre mo ma memfa callers no 2 me pick 2 of the callers na fi madam home for commercial break here ba we line a drop into aka just a caller ba kon a drop ne de na aka ba kon ye ba na fi the bon krata no ye de aba beto so hello good morning
morning honorable
okay sir free fine okay mami tio
honorable ke me hwe ya se ka na man ani tia na me ra ko papa papa e ti o man ni tia no en seji yeah, no, you go from Yamaya, a man, the conscience. So here, the America for a year. The America for a year, you can send him uncle, such a doubt, you know. Honorable, the mountain I'm missing. Intimate, the bump, honorable, a compare career on the phone, a man, 2028. Immediately, not behind you, on the different point, but that was it.
Akuya na ase ho te sen mama o ti apon kakra na momo ntimi mi se aduane enti na me de front active and chance ne pepe mu nuare papa bia wo di a wo mra ho aba no we ye front active cereals are rich in vitamins proteins and minerals fiber and omega 3 so wom e boa digestion every 3 years equals 100 years obi atumi di bi na e men kama wutumi di ni breakfast lunch and asapampo front active ebe boa pa the drink nso nie ye won diabetes ya de ye tua no ana one person etimi num bi e na e won complete Omanfm kan so timi num bi na the test no jai oba normal men very nutritious e na front active junior yin so e front active junior ne formra no enkoda wadi 1 ekosi 14 years ya wonu mutimi ni di year from no wodi ensuo ana milk and mixia na wotima ni di na ni denti obenyiri fe ni nyina wo supermarkets and pharmacies dodo a Adepa Pharmacy Limited branch BM our Ghana ha from 0302 664 832 and 0245 915 254 FDA aji ejede nkrato yato Ojam woni munya mefe ade wontimi ne di ana me nua metimi didi o nanso menim ne ya ha me enye duane nko na hia o uhia food supplement ya vitamins ene minerals ahyebu ma na boost immune system no Lanzarote Logistics e the organic pomegranate juice aba ya yefa no fruit force pomegranate juice emo akomanya hoden emo adwene ye adwuma ye na fei aboa dwonso mu hawa hodo nyina sadan so no de cold milled seeds aba ne flaxseed sunflower pumpkin seed chia seeds and goji berries afranana a source of fiber protein very high in omega 3 yes and no dey organic delivery e won incremental haba bia e free number ne 0539 982 593 0539 982 593 email lanzarotelogis@gmail.com Lanzarote Logistics home of organic
3CP efie hia 3CP bambo
odene hono no won sa membrane sa no opa bibia gi afrim horu do
what for tonchi herbal capsules
oh and no kwa de obetumi aka biu tonchi herbal capsules for male vitality
kaneno na wa ho keka wo fam nanso me ho se ho ayeden
oh me fa tonchi herbal capsules ma pom dressing dadem in fact ohawa na me wo no afri ho
tonchi herbal capsules
emema wadi mfiedum watwede kronkwa na efa enye ma apemfo emma wo monifo ne nkwada wodi mfiedum ye no eye good ma me say
tonchi herbal capsules
our pharmacies herbal and over the counter medicine sellers frequentonchi links limited it was 0553 511 159
tonchi
FDA ajedwede nkrato yatum Give us P capsules. A memedry. Manum bia bememua. Kani mitutu ya na minkuma bwa sese die. Betu esa kum menia G. Give us P capsules. Give it to me, baby. Give us core capsules onzwe.
Emane meme nyina akoko yade. Sisi yade amamanya yemtimotete womo no. Yedro no. Manum bi amama de me ho.
Give us core capsules. Mrs. Moye ding. Give us core capsules.
I give it to you, baby. You give it to me.
Oh yeah.
Hey. Give Givers in row. A man nijia bebusiemu papa. Na bema ka Givers P capsules. Any Givers core capsules bomunum dia. Na enijia ni ahwadeno. Wabrudo. Givers P capsules.
A man wadi ifedu wachode kronkwa na efa.
Givers core capsules.
A painful abata one more menu for ne nkwada woni ifedu mienu nka ho. E wo drugstore bia motofonko Givers Herbal Center. Teshi Mobile. And na Teshi Aduami. Phone numbers 0543 222 470 and 050 68
Yenkoti adansiye Spanish garlic mixture. Na wa fe na wati edro nka obabedi hu adansiya na. Edro de sa jiga na ha baby a o. Media kra manu mewi a mekope foforo atoni.
Me won capsules wa me ye driver ni de metina se de mu nyina ye adwuma. Me du fia me tin ka se me mu me nsa ene me na nyina tititi.
Na so ana makoche no. Anya dro we na omo fra ne Spanish mixture no. Oh ma, Spanish garlic mixture. Anwa na me no. Ai edro ma tinka. Sunu me de
Cedrey, Mammy, I mean, do what dancing train. Someone drop a cubin sooner. And what Dakamu green? And no, who can weigh Anna? Spanish Ginkgo capsules is good for retentive memory. And anti-aging. Hey, me, mammy, now all can be a channel on Kai.